Hello everyone, I have a super exciting video for you guys. This is the final look for it, so stay tuned for how we get there. But we are going to be unboxing one of my Christmas presents. For Christmas, my dad got me a couple makeup kits, and this was one of them. So we are going to be opening it, doing first impressions and all of the fun stuff, and testing everything out. And this is the look that we get from it. So I hope you guys are ready. I will warn you though, my light does give out a few times during this, so the lighting is pretty inconsistent, which is obviously that sucks. It's not ideal, so please bear with me. I am charging it, so it will be ready for next week's video and it will not go out, hopefully. So what am I using? Using my own primer. I am going to use the Nightmare Before Christmas Sticky Serum Primer from Wet n Wild. Using my own eyelash curler, blush and bronzer. The blush is Revolution, the bronzer is Too Faced. My own puff, my own lip liner, and my own blush and bronzer brushes, and using my own prep steps. I'm just going to use the Glow Recipe Glow Serum. Comes with a lot of concealer options. Honestly, everything that they sent is either considered liquid makeup or concealer. So I think instead of a eyelid primer, an eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use this liquid concealer and I'm going to put that on my eyelids as a eyeshadow primer. It's very thick. It's very thick. Taking it out, it looks like a lip gloss tube. Now I'm going to blend this in with my finger and I'm going to scoot up so that then you can see. That is thick. With this stuff, a little bit will go a long way. It is definitely pretty full coverage, I'd say. It's definitely covering everything. If you ever put too much on, what you can do is kind of blend a little bit out and then wipe your finger off, or use a clean finger and then go back in. And then just repeat that process until it's not as thick. That's not bad. Alrighty, now we're gonna do eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow palette that they give is 18 colors eyeshadow palette. So you're really pretty. I really like those colors. Normally I would go for like a super duper light nude color, but they don't have that in this palette. So I think I'm gonna go with, we're gonna go into this pinkish shade right here. And I'm using the brushes that they provided in this makeup kit. That's a pretty color. These are pretty pigmented too. The pigment's going on pretty well. I think if I had a different brush it would be even better, but that's okay. This is the only fluffy brush that they had for eyes, so that's why we're using it. If you've been watching, you know that I have been having struggles with my lighting because every single time I get a new light, it dies automatically or just something happens. I am currently charging this one because I just bought a brand new one again. I wanted one like my old one where it plugs in to turn on, but I couldn't find one, so this is what we're working with. Next up, we're going to go into this brown right here. Now we're going to do the shimmer. We're going to go in with this light pink shimmer here, and I'm going to put it on my finger because I feel like it applies better. Now I'm going to clean up under my eyes. There wasn't really any fallout, which is great, but when I put on the concealer as eye primer, I put too much on, so it did go under my eyes, so I just cleaned that up a bit. Now I'm going to put on my primer and the pot concealer and then let that dry. I'm also going to use my own lip plumper, and I'm going to put that on right now. Now I'm going to go in with the pot concealer, which is not actually pot concealer. I'm going to take the concealer palette and apply it with that. And it does come with a flat brush, which is perfect for applying concealer like this. I'm going to go into the lightest shade that they have because I'm pale. While I let that dry, I am going to try to figure out which foundation I'm going to use. I'm going to use the lighter one. It has more pink undertones, which is more me. I'm not really a warm undertone person because I am so pale. So we're going to try this and give it a shot. These pumps really take forever. My gosh. It's definitely buildable and it kind of smells like candy, but it's not as full coverage as I was thinking it was going to be with how thick it is. Buildable. It could just be the sponge too. It could be the sponge picking up the product, because it definitely is since it's a new sponge. The concealer did not stay as good though. When I normally do my makeup and I do this, the concealer covers my blemishes, and that's why I do it. That concealer is way more of a correction type. Correction, not cover up, basically. It would be good for no makeup looks though. I'm gonna say that's good enough for blending it in. Sponge is definitely more dense than I'm used to. Normally my sponges are kind of soft, but like you can hear it when I hit my face, which is not a bad thing. If you like denser sponges, it's perfect for you. The foundation is pretty light coverage, I'd say, but it's weirdly thick. Like, it's thick, but it's light coverage, but it is buildable. So I did build it up. It did cover pretty well. Concealer palette would be more for color correction as opposed to blemish correction. So if you had under eyes that you wanted to cover up, you could do that with that concealer, the concealer palette, but I would not recommend covering up blemishes as it did not really cover mine up. The powder comes with its own sponge, which is great. The thing about getting new powders is taking that protective layer off, I swear. Now we're going to try out the concealer stick under my eyes. A little bit right here to see how it blends out. I'm going to go back in with the sponge. That blended out pretty well. Okay. Honestly, I'd say that's pretty good. Sorry, my lighting is going to be so different throughout this whole video. I apologize. I promise you it will get better. I will leave this plugged in when I leave here today. But see, that's pretty good. It blended out pretty well. It mixed well with the foundation, which I like, and it performed pretty well. Now I'm going to put powder under my eye. Alright, so the powder definitely blurs. Let me just show you. Like, look at that, and then here's the non-powdered side, and watch. That's crazy. That does pretty dang well. And it's nice because you can definitely see where I didn't put it. Now I'm going to take this rounded semi-fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with the brown that we used and put it under my eye. That's good enough. Now I'm going to take the shimmer that I used and put it in my inner corner. I love this eyeliner case. I think it's really cute. It's all sparkly. Eyeliner tip is not bad. It's like kind of thin and it's short, so it should be pretty good. That is the most precise tip I have ever used. I swear. That's nice. I will be using that regularly. I'm going to take this flat, tiny brush and I'm going to dip it into black eyeshadow, and then I'm going to tightline. Take the fluffiest brush that they sent, and I am going to wipe off all the powder. Then I'm going to do my bronzer, which is mine, along with the brush that is also mine. I'm going to blend everything back out with that fluffy brush they gave me as well. The highlight, I am going to go back into the eyeshadow palette, and I am going to use that white shimmer right there in this brush that they have. Actually worked really well. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. Next up, I'm going to do brows, but I really do think that this one's going to be too dark. I'm going to use the pencil a little bit in the front, and then I think I'm just going to do a couple strokes here and there, and then I'm going to use the spoolie and just blend it all out, because this is not my color. Not great, but they're really honestly not bad. Next up, we're going to do mascara, also in a shiny little tube. It's actually pretty good. I actually really like how that feels to apply. It doesn't look like there's a bunch on there, and the applicator does feel a little bit flimsy when I wipe off the excess. But when you put it on your eyelashes, it actually seems to coat most of the lashes individually, and it actually, I really like how that looks. I like it when my lashes look separate instead of clumped up. And for me, I feel like more volume is great for my more dramatic looks, which is why I use my Urban Decay mascara, because I feel like that gives me the most dramatic eye look. But for mascaras like this and my e.l.f. one, these I would use every day for just everyday mascara, because they really do seem to coat pretty much every single individual lash, and there's no fallout. I mean, we'll see how it goes throughout the rest of the day, but As of right now, there's no fallout, and that was just one coat on each eye. And it looks pretty lengthened to me. Move on to lips, so I'm going to put on my lip liner, and then I'll be back to put on the liquid lip. We're going to use this one. It's a nude lip. It smells good. It feels thin. It feels like a lip oil, but it honestly looks really, really good. This is the final look. I honestly would use this pretty regularly for the most part. The foundation's tiny, everything's compact, so you could bring it anywhere, which is fantastic. It all worked really well. The lips are getting a little bit sticky now that they're starting to dry, but once it's dry, I'm sure it's gonna look even better. Honestly, everything performed really, really good, and I'm really happy with how this look turned out. I will be using a lot of that regularly, especially the eyeliner with how precise that tip was. I don't have an eyeliner that precise, so that I will be adding into my everyday makeup routine, but I highly recommend getting this. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun with this. I didn't know how this stuff would perform. I'm not one for doing this kind of makeup, or like, I'm not one for ordering makeup kits online, but it was, my dad got it for me as a Christmas gift, so I figured we'd try it out together, and honestly, I really like how it all performed. So if you are interested, go ahead and hop on Amazon and look it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did, and if you enjoy this kind of content or just makeup related content in general, I highly recommend subscribing to me. I post every single Tuesday between noon and 3 Pacific time. Check out my other platforms, my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, where I post about my everyday life, and I also post more makeup content on there as well. Thank you. See you next time.